great day. We are on the water. We are now officially on Georgian Bay. First time on Georgian Bay since 2015. So in 4 seasons, here we are. Lovely day. And next stop is Midland. It's a scorcher. It's a shirtless day. Just a quick heads up and a note, if you're ever traveling this way, once you come out of the system, the markers change again to red on the right. So it's a red right return. So we are basically heading upstream, even though there's no current in this body of water. So red on the right, make sure you keep a note of that. Thanks for the heads up from the lock staff as we were going through. Now this little area is called the Potato Island Channel Cut because there's Potato Island behind us. And the last time we came through here in 2015 with the big boat, I remember we were showing less than 3 feet under the keel. Well, that one was set to the lowest point on the boat. So under the running gear, it was like 2.9 feet that we were hitting. But this year, chart datum, or sorry, the water depth is more than 1 meter, so well over 3 feet, almost 3.5 feet over chart datum. Yeah, and right now we're coming into, as you can see, the narrowest part of the cut. And my sounder showing 7.5 feet. And again, that's below the deepest point of the boat. Yeah, 7.6. Go for the wide shot. He's pretty tight. He's very tight. And that's it. Then we go around those 2 buoys and head westerly out onto Georgian Bay. Now you can see the passage the route that we're taking through this passage here, and how many little rocks are shown on that chart. I was just commenting to Anchor Girl that the last time we came through here, every other time we came through here, when one looked across the horizon, you could see, you know, hundreds probably of rocks exposed. That is the nature of Georgian Bay, this part of Georgian Bay. And now it looks like you could just take the Sea-Doo and blast straight across there. Not that that's a good idea, but again, when you have an extra 3 feet of water, that hides a lot of hazards. Approaching Midland Harbour. This is going to be our stop for the night. We've been here a few times before. Actually, the very first time we came up to Georgian Bay, we came with our 30 foot and we stayed there just for 1 night and then went home and said, yay, we've done Georgian Bay. So we're going to go in and find our spot. Stuart. Yeah, I'm gonna spin the boat around.
You're gonna go that way, or?
No, I'm gonna bow in, just bring the ass end around.
Pretty calm day out there.
Beautiful day.
Nothing. Oh, I was just making small talk.
No, it was actually beautiful. I think.
You got ya.
I have midship.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one dollar.
Beauty.
Beautiful boat, man.
Yep. And we're there. Well, we're all secured here at the town docks in Midland Harbour, and we got tonight, and we're probably going to do tomorrow night as well, because finally Anchor Girl's app is catching up with mine and suggesting a rain day for tomorrow, rain all day, which is fine. I'm going to do some more editing on my videos. Right now in real time, this is the 4th week of our 3-week holidays, and I have produced so far 3 videos, and I got the 4th underway, I should say. So I'm going to take advantage of that, do that, as well as there's a mechanical glitch that's really annoying, and that is the gauges on the dash are not all reading correctly. The fuel on the port side hasn't read in probably 2 weeks anything, so it always shows empty. So what I do is every time we go for gas, we just simply fill up both tanks right full, and then I go by the starboard gauge. So there's that. The voltmeter on the port side and the oil pressure gauge, which is the most relevant on the starboard engine, is fine, and then it just drops off and it comes back and it flutters a little bit. So I really think it is just a loose ground, a poor connection on the gauges itself, because the previous owner had taken the whole dash off and replaced the panel and probably forgot to tighten up a couple of screws or nuts or bolts or whatever. So I'm going to work on that now. I'm going to let you go, or sorry, I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I'm going to let you go before the music cranks up, because we were sitting right beside a restaurant and they have live music blasting away tonight. Anchor Girl and I were up there for a lovely dinner. Beautiful. I had chicken fettuccine, Alfredo.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, with gluten-free noodles, and it was really good. A nice wine sauce. Anyways, I'm going to let you go before the music drowns me out, and I will see you tomorrow. working on the helm, chasing down a ghost. I mentioned yesterday's video that I'm having a couple of issues with 3 of the gauges on the dash. The battery on the port side, the port side fuel gauge, and the starboard side oil pressure gauge, which is the most concerning to me. So what I've done is pull the dash out, and I'm going to check all the connections on all of the gauges, because the prior owner of this boat had changed out this panel because it's got a full wood grain. It's just a plastic piece, but it's a full wood grain finish on it from the factory. And as with a lot of these, since it's sitting out, it's exposed to the sun out in this area, they fade down to a gray. So he found a couple pieces online and swapped them out. So I'm hoping it's just that there's maybe 1 or 2 loose connections, probably bad grounds. And so I am going to go through all of the connections, make sure everything's tight. I have before me a little bit of fine grit sandpaper, well, medium grit actually, as well as some dielectric grease, which I'm going to put on all of the connections as well, and that's going to help protect them over the long term from corrosion, you know, the green monsters, the ookies that grow on all the connections. Clean them all up, put it back in. Now I just want to make a comment again, and I know I've mentioned this in the past about working on a boat, is that I so wish the manufacturers would not be so cheap and just give a little bit of extra wire. Another 6 inches would have made that job of getting that dash piece out a hell of a lot easier, because it's bar tight right now, because the whole wiring harness disappears down inside the boat, and I had to gingerly take that out for fear of pulling a wire right out of the back thing and, you know, breaking something. So again, manufacturers, Sea Ray in particular, I know I've never bought a new boat off you, but for the people moving forward, please spend an extra $1, $2, $5, $10, $100 if you have to. My God, this boat is today, you know, $180,000, $200,000 to buy new. Spend an extra $10. Give everybody an extra little bit of wire on the wiring harness, just so it makes folks like me the job a lot easier when it comes time to fix it, and it would plant the seed of loving Sea Rays that much more. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos coming out. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Daily updates there, and always lively conversation on Facebook, so you don't want to miss it. And you can also follow us at boatsbeachesandbars.com, where you can find even more links to all sorts of neat things, including our online store. And you'll find all the links to everything mentioned up here, down there in the description, so you'll have no excuse not to follow along. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.